Hello, my name is Ryan Elder. I know you guys can hardly see me, bad lighting in here, but you can see me good enough and hear me good enough to hear this point that I have to share with you today. Alright, what I want to talk about basically is Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump, you guys, is going to be our new president for 2017. He was the president-elect in the 2016 election versus Hillary Clinton. And I personally voted for Hillary Clinton because, I felt like she had better views than Donald. But the thing I want to say about Donald is, honestly, I think that he and a lot of outside sources, outside of the United States and even here in the United States, the elite, the top 1%, they basically bought the election. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of the votes didn't get counted in Michigan. A lot of people's votes got brushed off. I'm sure a lot of them probably disappeared in the early voting process. But I also believe that, because of his money, his business contacts and connections, that this this thing was made possible. Of course, yeah, he duped Fox News like he said he would many years ago. And they took it hook, line, and sinker, just like a stupid catfish would. But with that all being said, there were still a lot of Americans that did vote for him. We had Mexican Americans. We had a lot of women that voted for him. And all this was happened because they were paid underneath the table. Now, they're not going to say nothing about that, but it's true because seeing how, if you had any common sense, why would you vote for Trump as a woman or a Mexican or an African American for that matter? They try to say that most of the votes came from poor white men. Well, we know there are poor white men, but come on, really? It's crazy because the numbers are pretty much, I think this country's made up of 16% Latinos, blacks are like 12 or 13%, and the rest is all whites. So, if you want to work it by the numbers, that's pretty much what it is. You got, your Indians and, your Japanese, your Chinese here in America, but they don't make up the majority of the percentage like whites, blacks, and Mexicans. So, and again, on Mexicans, how did they win Texas? How did they win Florida? How they win Arizona? All those border states. Trump lost New Mexico, but who cares about New Mexico? How many delegates do they have? I care about New Mexico, don't get me wrong. It's just one of those things where, again, all the western states voted for Clinton and all the eastern states, and definitely the South, voted for Trump. Now, not all the eastern states. Now, Pennsylvania, I don't understand you at all. Michigan, again. My biggest thing is, since Trump had Hillary investigated by the FBI, why can't the FBI investigate why he hasn't paid taxes in 20 years? To me, if you want to, be tit for tat or just be fair about the situation, if I was in Hillary's camp, why can't, the FBI director be investigated? Why? Who's to say why can't he be investigated? So it's little things like that I don't understand. But I do understand because it's all about them dollars. The presidency is a popularity contest and it's all about those dollars. Don't let nobody fool you. It's always going to be about money because money answers everything. You got enough money, you can make a lot of things possible that, people couldn't even imagine to be possible. But when you got that money, and a lot of people try to say, hey, it's money is the root of all evil. No, it's not money. It's the love of money. So make sure you understand the difference between that. And anyway, back to what I'm saying about Trump. But basically, yeah, I think the election was bought. I'm surprised no one has risen up to even try to stop the inauguration as far as, veto talk or anything like that, because honestly, that's what's going to happen after the inauguration. I'm sure he's got death threats. It's crazy. It's amazing because it's November 15th right now, and he basically got the same Secret Service protection that the president has right now. And this man's only been in office a week now? I mean, it's crazy. So, the president-elect, not in office, but you know what I'm saying. The thing is it's crazy because, Obama clearly showed on his face that, he didn't like the decision that was made with the votes. But why can't we have a recount? Why can't we, do something like that? I mean, people, you got to listen. You guys in America elected George W. Bush not once, but twice. So if you want the same things that happened, the wars, the high gas prices, the no gas available, and then Bush tried to make us feel better by giving us, if you guys remember, a check. It was a check from the federal government for a measly $100-200 when they made billions off of you, possibly trillions. So, man, don't be fooled. Everything is ruled by money, okay? So do not be fooled. Do not be, panicked about any of these situations going on. A lot of this stuff is a bunch of foolishness, and the truth will walk down all these lies. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but I guarantee you, all the lies we found out about Kennedy, we're going to find them out about Trump. It may not take us 30 years, though, or 40.